are true leaders in the field of medication and patient safety, and they all have set the tone for the rest of us to follow. So the first winner we wanted to honor tonight is Boston Medical Center. Their dedication to implementing technology in the ambulatory care setting has resulted in huge gains in safe medication administration. And especially near and dear to my heart, they actually started their journey, their complete journey in the pediatric clinics. Now, here's a brief video that highlights their winning effort.
Boston Medical Center. Boston Medical Center's Medication Safety and Quality Committee is receiving a Cheers Award for its implementation of barcode medication administration and positive patient identification in ambulatory care settings. One of ISMP's targeted medication safety best practices for hospitals calls for expanding the use of barcoding beyond inpatient areas. Boston Medical Center began to incorporate the technology into their general and family medicine clinics in early 2023, achieving a compliance rate of 98%. However, the team realized there were gaps in their process. Ambulatory clinic patients did not receive a patient identification band, so staff were still verbally verifying name and date of birth prior to medication administration. Both BCMA and PPID were implemented in the pediatric clinics to address this gap, and scanning compliance currently stands at 97%. This process has averted numerous close calls, particularly in the identification of the correct patient, when siblings were in the same exam room and requiring immunizations. In addition, through a direct computer interface with the Massachusetts Immunization Information System, vaccine documentation is automatically being sent to the state registry, improving the accuracy of patients' vaccine records. Boston Medical Center's end goal is successful deployment of BCMA and PPID in all 45 of its ambulatory clinics that administer medication and vaccines.
Now, accepting the award is Lois Howery, an informatics nurse specialist in the ambulatory and obstetric nursing informatics in the Department of Nursing. William Black was also in attendance, but unfortunately he has to leave prior to our program. So if I can have Lois come up.
It's especially touching to be here tonight with Redonda, so I thank you for your story. I'm an inpatient nurse, clinical nurse specialist. I've been in nursing informatics for 30 years. And covering ambulatory is a whole different world. 96% of healthcare occurs in the ambulatory setting. So for me in my job, implementing scanning and wristband identification has been incredibly important. And to be recognized for doing what seems like a logical thing is just so incredible. So I'm very humbled to be here tonight to accept this award for doing the right thing for our nurses, for making our patients safer. And I really want to thank our Medication Safety Committee. Unfortunately, Mohammed, who is the chair, just recently had a baby who's been in NICU and just got out on Thursday. So he's unable to be with us. William had a conflict in covering to be here. So I'm the sole representative. I'm in nursing, but this is a huge joint endeavor between IT, our EPIC analysts, our pharmacy, our safety committee, our quality and safety, and of course nursing to make practices safer in our ambulatory clinics. So thank you very much.
So, well, those of you who are, as we go out on consults and we're speaking all over, we know that a lot of people are still struggling with implementing PPID and BCMA in the ambulatory care setting. You can find Lois later on after dinner to talk to and get some insights on how they have implemented that. So our next award winner is Corewell Health. They created a barcode scanning process that has successfully addressed infection risk with multi-use insulin pens. We're happy to recognize the Corewell Health team this evening for their dedication to advancing medication safety. Here is their introduction.
Corewell Health. The Corewell Health Medication Safety Team from Grand Rapids, Michigan is being honored with a Cheers Award for eliminating inadvertent infection exposure with patient-specific scanning of multi-use insulin pens in their organization. After a gap analysis, a multidisciplinary team led by a physician assistant, a pharmacist, and an information technology analyst identified ways to prevent patient-to-patient exposures involving insulin pens. The team used a layered approach of low, mid, and high-level strategies over a period of 3 years. They built an additional layer of safety by developing an automated process in which patient-specific barcode labels are printed and applied to multi-use medications in the nursing unit. Printers were installed in each medication room and all formulary insulin pens were moved to the automated dispensing cabinet. Once insulin pens are removed from the ADC, a patient-specific label is applied before it leaves the room. Before administration, nurses scan the patient's wristband, patient-specific barcode on the pen, and the manufacturer's barcode. After all 3 scans are complete, best practice alerts appear. Since implementation, Corewell Health West has had 0 patient exposures. They have shared their process at the state, local, and national level, and with Epic, which intends to include it in their software in 2024.
So accepting the award is Megan Fletcher, Vice President of Pharmacy Services, and Jason McCarthy, Chief Pharmacy Officer. So if I can invite Megan and Jason to the stage, please.
I'd really like to thank Corewell Health for really being an organization pushing our reliability every step of the way. They back their leaders. They really have helped us do what we need to do to make things right for the patients. I'd like to also thank Steve Mogridge, who is my co-leader for this project. His drive and passion over the 3 years to make this happen kept us going in even the darkest times. Amongst my core team, I'd also like to include Sue Proctor, where you saw her wonderful photos in the team. Shane Weller, who was our Epic analyst, who left the IT department and spent hundreds of hours watching insulin be administered throughout our organization and all of our sites to make sure whatever process we designed was as easy as possible for the nursing team. Other team members included Darren Alcazar, Jeff Councilman, Jen Wheaton, and Julie Skolton. Thank you.
So I want you to remember what Megan was just saying, that someone actually tries to understand the practice and implement technology that is easy to use for the end user. And that is definitely, that I believe that really deserves another huge applause, that they actually go out of the way to do that, and that's how successful it's like. So now we have reached the crescendo of our evening, recognizing our Lifetime Achievement Award recipient, Susan Scott. You could call Susan a true lifesaver. She's a pioneer in the field of second victim support, and her work has made an amazing difference to so many healthcare professionals. We are pleased to pay tribute to her long career and incredible contributions tonight. Here is her introduction.
Susan Donald Scott. The ISMP Lifetime Achievement Award is being presented to Dr. Susan Donald Scott for her dedication to developing strong peer support for clinicians and second victims of medication errors. Dr. Scott's groundbreaking research has helped define the second victim phenomenon and increased understanding of the unique needs of healthcare team members during the aftermath of unexpected clinical events. She designed and deployed a first-of-its-kind peer support network, the 4U team at the University of Missouri Healthcare System in Columbia, Missouri. This evidence-based and holistic approach to provision of institutional support promotes the psychological safety of staff during the period of extreme stress following emotionally challenging clinical events. It has become an international model for healthcare organizations seeking to create their own support structure. In addition to leading the 4U team, Dr. Scott currently practices as a nurse scientist at the University of Missouri Healthcare System and is an adjunct associate professor at the Sinclair School of Nursing. She has partnered with a wide range of other organizations to ensure that comprehensive second victim support interventions are accessible to healthcare institutions around the globe.
Now, if I can now invite Dr. Susan Scott up to the stage.
I usually talk pretty well from the podium without notes, but I wanted to get it right tonight, so I've got it written down. Rita, I'm deeply touched and sincerely grateful to receive the prestigious Institute for Safe Medication Practices Lifetime Achievement Award. Today I stand humbled and honored to be in the company of distinguished colleagues, devoted healthcare professionals like Redonda Vaught, and passionate advocates for patient well-being, such as Mike Cohen, ISMP's President Emeritus, who has devoted his career to preventing medical errors. This award symbolizes the collective endeavors of numerous individuals who have dedicated themselves to enhancing the overall well-being of healthcare second victims, offering steadfast support to our workforce during the most challenging facets of their clinical careers. I'm deeply touched and grateful to those who have supported and collaborated with me throughout this journey. This award is a powerful affirmation of our shared dedication to a future where quality healthcare is not just an aspiration, but a tangible reality for everyone in need. It symbolizes the collaborative efforts that bind us together in our collective pursuit of excellence. I want to express a heartfelt appreciation to the innumerable courageous healthcare providers who have candidly shared their vulnerable professional experiences as second victims with me. Their insights significantly expanded our understanding of this potentially career-damaging or career-ending phenomenon. Through this collective sharing, we have gained invaluable insights into the second victim experience, deepening our knowledge of providing meaningful assistance and support as a healthcare community. I'm also grateful for the University of Missouri Healthcare's leadership team in entrusting me, a chronologically gifted nurse but a new patient safety officer at the time, with the responsibility of exploring and designing a supportive work environment for second victims within our own setting. And acknowledge those who have contributed to my journey. I cannot overlook the unwavering support of my incredible spouse, Gary, and the inspiring encouragement from my daughters, Erin and Katie. Gary can't be here tonight. He's suffering from stage 4 cancer. My daughter, Erin, is with me. My daughter is the inspiration, both Katie and Erin, rooted in my mother's timeless wisdom, urging us to leave everything better than we find it. Resonates in everything we do. Together as a special trio, they embody the spirit of positive transformation. And for that, I'm profoundly grateful. Frequent unexpected adverse clinical events in hospitals worldwide underscore the emotionally charged nature of healthcare work, rendering clinicians susceptible to emotional turmoil and anxiety in their aftermath. We find ourselves presented with a unique opportunity to offer crucial support to our colleagues during what one provider aptly termed the darkest hours of my professional life. This unique opportunity carries with it a profound professional responsibility to passionately champion the integration of comprehensive clinician support at both organizational as well as individual levels. It is imperative that we advocate for the implementation of robust clinician support within our healthcare institutions and on an individual level. Actively contribute to the support of those navigating post-event hardships. Having delved into the second victim phenomenon for 2 decades, I've recognized the critical need for healthcare facilities to perceive supporting clinicians potentially facing the second victim phenomenon, not as an optional choice, but as a predictable response to emotionally challenging clinical events. Establishing organizational awareness of the second victim phenomenon and implementing an institutional response plan are pivotal measures in alleviating the distress experienced by healthcare clinicians. Interventional support should be deliberately designed to address a spectrum of second victim responses, ranging from simple peer interactions for immediate relief to comprehensive professional support tailored to the complexities of severe clinical safety events. By recognizing the diverse needs of our colleagues and implementing thoughtful supportive mechanisms, we can collectively contribute to fostering a culture of resiliency and well-being within the healthcare community. Institutions must proactively nurture a culture of support that is both responsive and integral to the overall well-being of healthcare professionals as they navigate the intricate challenges inherent in their roles. This steadfast commitment to cultivating a supportive environment underscores a profound understanding of the essential interplay between organizational culture, patient safety culture, and the resilience of those devoted to delivering healthcare services. Patient safety has been the guiding light of my career, a commitment forged through the countless stories of resilience, the lessons learned from challenges, and the shared victories with an incredible healthcare community. This award celebrates the progress we've made together in creating safer healthcare environments for those we serve. It's crucial to recognize that each of us possess the power to contribute to this transformative vision, irrespective of our position or title. Together we can craft a legacy of excellence that extends far beyond the boundaries of our current achievements. Let us unite in our commitment to making our work environment places of inspiration and progress. As we acknowledge past achievements, let us also recognize the critical work ahead. Patient safety is an ongoing journey. There is always room for improvement. Let tonight's celebration remind us of our duty to ensure that every patient receives the highest standard of care, free from harm, and that colleagues confronting emotionally challenging clinical events receive unwavering support from us. As I stand here, I'm filled with a profound sense of optimism about the future we can collectively shape. Just imagine the ripple effect of small acts of your individual efforts, kindness, collaboration, and unwavering dedication to providing a supportive work environment. Envision a workplace where each individual is steadfastly committed to leaving a positive imprint, a thriving environment that cultivates innovation, inclusivity, and mutual support. As we celebrate tonight, let us remember that success is not a destination, but it's a journey. We step into our workplaces daily, not merely as employees, but as architects of our own professional environments. In the immortal words of the late Rosalind Carter, do what you can to show you care about other people, and you will make our world a better place. These words resonate with a timeless truth, encapsulating the essence of our collective mission to offer a supportive presence for our suffering second victims. I express profound gratitude for this prestigious honor and invite everyone to embark on a collective journey towards positive change. May the enduring influence of our organizational and individual initiatives resonate through hospital corridors for generations to come. Thank you very much.
Now, this is a true leader, spending an entire life helping us help our healthcare professionals that are in really critical times. So as Redonda, you've heard Redonda have said, she wished that she has that kind of support. So I hope you all will go home and look up the program that Susan has put together, and if you don't have a second victim program, to start helping to implement that. So now I have Dr. Shoaib.
Rita, thank you. I have to get it off script here for a second. I'm sorry. Doranda, Dr. Scott, I want to thank you. I'm an anesthesiologist, intensive care specialist. I stopped practicing in 1999 because I had a catastrophic event. I had a cannot intubate, cannot ventilate situation. A young mother died because of me. The investigation which followed, and by the way, my superintendent, I was practicing in South Africa in a post-apartheid rural hospital, forced me to go to the police and turn myself in. I had zero support, Dr. Scott. And I was a foreigner in South Africa. I grew up in Germany and practiced there. And this, when Rita told me that you were coming tonight and that we were going to honor you, Dr. Scott, I was more than supportive, because as someone who has firsthand experienced what a situation like this can do to you, I still wake up at times reliving every second of the half an hour which led to that tragic outcome. And I cannot overestimate how important the work you do is, and how important it is what you said tonight here to all of us. So thank you both for being here tonight and sharing your story with us, and for all the work you have done for us as a healthcare community. It cannot be overstated. So thank you. So with that, to a little more happier things, and I'm going to embarrass someone here tonight. Mike, would you come up here, please? I don't need to tell you about this man. You know him way better than I do. I have had the pleasure to get to know him about 6 years ago. And we came together, and as you know, I think in 2019 was the first time I spoke at this event, and we announced that our two organizations were going to come together. And in the meantime, as I asked Mike, so how's retirement? And he said, well, I'm not retired, I'm still volunteering, so of course you can't retire. But I think you know how much Mike has contributed to healthcare, how through his tireless efforts he has made healthcare better, how he has, through the work he and the folks at ISMP have done over the years, prevented millions of events, how he has influenced millions of healthcare workers, policy, manufacturers, public in general. And so I have to tell you, this was the last Cheers Award, because we want to honor Dr. Cohen with the Michael R. Cohen Safety Medication Award. In the future, we will have the Michael R. Cohen Awards instead of the Cheers Awards, and I think this is just fitting for a man who has given his life to make healthcare better, medication practice safer, and has saved countless lives. I know he hates me for this.
Thank you, Marcus. And thank you all of you in the audience. We really appreciate you joining us tonight to pay tribute to the impressive 2023 ISMP Cheers Award winners and to hear Redonda discuss her story of strength and resilience. And of course, to hear our final special announcement about the award. So you will not, as Marcus has said, you will not be hearing about Cheers Award anymore. It's going to be the ISMP Michael R. Cohen Medication Safety Award. So none of this would be possible without our amazing staff, I would have to say again, and our volunteers, and the generous supporters and contributors. We sincerely appreciate everyone who continues to make it possible for us to carry out our life-saving mission. Again, thank you so much, and enjoy your dessert, enjoy the rest of the evening. Have a wonderful rest of the evening, and then a safe travel home, and happy holidays. Thank you so much.